lovelies. How's it going? Okay, so I am sitting outside in beautiful moss-covered forest on a steep embankment, actually. I'll just give you a little panoramic view. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? So we are far away from civilization. Yeah, isn't that beautiful? And we have come out here to sit in natural hot springs. One of my favorite things to do in life is to actually be naked in nature and to sit in hot springs. However, up here, people don't really go naked in the hot springs, so I keep my bathing suit on. But it's very freeing. If you haven't done it, get naked in nature because it feels fantastic. I know that sounds really crazy, but it does. It's very freeing. It's like empowering. And so I'm sitting out here with the fairies and the angels, and I wanted to just hop on and talk a bit about grief today because I've had some lovely people approach me about grief, losing mothers, losing husbands. And I want to talk about it because it is something that in our society that we have a really hard time dealing with because we are taught different things about grieving. So grief is totally natural, normal, and it's completely different for each person. First off, so the way you grieve may not be the way someone else grieves. And the other thing I wanted to share is that when our loved ones pass, they're not actually dying. We are a soul living in a human body. And when we go home, we are welcomed and we are brought home with loved ones. Our guides, the angels, they actually show up when we pass. So even if you didn't make it to say goodbye in the physical form, even if you didn't say the things that you wanted to say to that person before they passed, that's okay, because you can tell them now. You can share with them anything you want to share because they're listening. So when we pass, we have loved ones who come forth and bring us home. And we all have agreed to come onto this planet, and we make soul agreements to have siblings. And I chose my sister, I chose my brother, they chose me. I chose my parents to teach me many lessons. I chose my husband. We had a soul agreement. And we may live many times. Some of us are new to the planet, and some of us have lived many times. And we come each time to heal some part of our human experience, to embrace our soul growth. That's my belief system. That may not be everyone's belief system. But as a past life regressionist, as a Reiki practitioner, and someone who speaks with spirit and who feels deeply in other people, that really is something that I've seen in my practice. So, back to your loved ones passing. It is a very challenging time because you lose a part of yourself. That's what it feels like. It feels like a part of you dies. It feels like a part of your heart leaves. And the reality is when our loved ones leave, they actually become our angels. They become our guides. And they show up and they tell us and share with us the wisdom they have beyond, which we've forgotten, which is that life is about love. It's not about power. It's not about control. It's not about materialism. It's about love. And when it's not love, it's fear. And they remember that. So they have forgiven you if you feel you need forgiveness. They shower love upon you and come to you so you may forgive them if they have caused you trouble or harm or trauma. We're not always ready to forgive, but it's an awareness that brings that healing. So I'm here today as your teacher, as your guide, as your best friend, to tell you it's time to let go of the worry because you didn't say what you wanted to say. It's time to let go of worrying about your loved one because they're fine. They're fine. They're home. They're really home. And you know that in your heart. And then the other thing is that when we look at messages from spirit, we always want to hear and we want like proof and stuff. But I'll tell you something. As soon as something reminds you of them, that's because they're thinking of you as well. As soon as you find coins usually are spirit messages. Feathers are spirit messages. Sometimes they leave things laying around for us to remember them. And that's their way of saying, hey, I'm here. I'm right here. I'm available for you to talk to me. You don't need physical evidence because it's here in your heart. And the heart is the truth. The heart speaks the truth. So I hope that this will help you in transitioning your grief. And remember that whispers, images, and feelings are all our loved ones. They come through many different psychic channels. And if you have an inclination on making a decision, then usually it's because you're being impacted that way. So always go into your heart. Never feel guilt about their death because you did not cause it. They agreed to leave at that time. We are actually choosing our own time to pass. And often it's when we've some people say it's an agreement, it's a soul agreement, it's a contract. I don't know about that, but I do know that we go when it's time and there's a divine plan for all of us. So with that, my heart goes out to all of you grieving. My heart it spreads wide as your heart does. And if you feel called to support other people in this process, then go and do it because it's your plan. And it will help you with the grief in your family. It'll help you with the grief in your life. It could be, it doesn't have to be a human that we lose. It could be an animal. It could be, a partner in your life. It could be a job. You could be grieving a job because your identity was related to that job. So whatever point in your life that you're dealing with grief, I want you to stop. I want you to listen to your heart, and I want you to honor your body. What does your body need? Does it need to sleep and rest? Probably does. Does your body actually tell you, listen, it's time to get up. We've slept enough and we need to get moving. Then you get up and you get moving. And often our loved ones that are living and our friends are there for us. And if you hear something more than 3 times, if you see frequent numbers in 3s, then those are guided messages as well. Okay, so I'm going to let you go with that. I love you all again, like I said. And if you want to reach out, I'm available. You can send me a message. And if you're keen to get clearer on this and you're keen to go through a mentorship with me, I'm offering my 6-week Psychic Superwoman program. I have basically opened it up to women, but I am opening it up to men as well because I feel there's some men out there who really want to join in and we can get them attached, not even attached, but connected with the male-female energy. So I'm opening it up, and if you have questions or concerns and you want to ask me more about my Psychic Superwoman program, then don't be shy and head on over to PM me on Facebook or send me an email at info@theresenadeau.com, and I will be there for you to support you, your cheerleader, your psychic bestie, whatever it is that you need. I will be there because that is my passion and my purpose. And in this program, we're going to find your passion and purpose if we need to. So, have a lovely day, evening, whatever you're doing. And get outside, get some fresh air, get barefoot, get naked in the woods, whatever it takes. Okay, bye everyone. See you.